Let's build a nutcracker. For the original designer, watch Christina at craftstina01 on Instagram. You're going to need 4 mortar and pestle sets from Dollarama, and you're going to glue 2 ends together, and that's going to be the torso. And then for the head and hat, you're going to glue one on top of the other. So I already have the torso glued together with some wood glue, and now I'm going to glue the hat on top of the head. And I'm using some Gorilla wood glue. I highly recommend using the Gorilla wood glue. I did try to do this project using hot glue from a glue gun, and it wasn't working out. So be patient and follow the drying recommendations and use the wood glue. So once I have the top hat on top of the head, I went with a leveler to make sure that it was all level. And I'm going to set that aside to dry. Now I'm going to go work on the legs. So I'm gluing the smaller ends together of the pestles. And if it's not level, you can add some wood cutouts or a popsicle stick and sand it down until it's all level, because you want your legs to be level, and you wait for that to dry. Once the legs are dried, you're going to now place the torso on top of the legs. So again, using a generous amount of glue, you're going to put some glue on top of the legs, and then you're going to place the torso, so the 2 pieces that you've glued the ends together, that's the torso, onto the legs, and let that dry. You can also use a leveler to make sure that it's level, but it should be. Once it's all dry, you're going to put the hat or the cover on top of the hat. So I just got this round wood piece. I had it in my stash. I'm not sure where I got it from, but basically you can find a piece of wood that's the circumference of the motor part, and place it on top like you see here, and you let that dry. I actually put something heavy on top so that it can be nice and secure. And this is what you see here. I just put some wood on top. And then I also added some more glue. Once the legs were dry, I added some more glue at the bottom of the torso. For the feet, I used Jenga blocks. So I used 4 pieces of Jenga blocks for 1 foot. And basically, I glued one piece on top of the other, as you see here. And now I'm gluing those pieces to each other. So you're basically forming a block of 4 pieces. And this is going to be 1 foot. Once you have that dry, you're going to go with a sander, and you're going to sand everything so it's nice and smooth, and you're going to round off the edges like you see here. For the legs, I ended up screwing them into the base. I found that it just gave more support to the nutcracker and it held up better. So I highly recommend doing that. Then you're going to get 2 citrus reamers, and these are going to be the arms of your nutcracker, and you're going to measure approximately 1.5 inches, 2 inches from the top, and you're just going to make a hole through with your drill. Make sure not to go all the way through to the other side. And you want to do this because we're going to add a wooden dowel, and it's going to help us attach the arm to the torso. So you want to make sure that you've drilled a hole big enough to fit your wooden dowel. Next, you're going to measure approximately where you're going to drill the hole onto your torso. And I just aligned it with the side of the legs all the way up. And I measured to make sure that it'll be the same size on the other side. And that was approximately 3.5 inches. So I marked where to drill on the other side so that it's nice and even. And again, with my drill, I just poke a hole all the way through. Then with the bamboo stick, I added it to the arm, cut a little bit off, added a generous amount of wood glue, attached the wooden dowel into the hole, and add some more wood glue onto the wooden dowel because now you're going to poke it through the hole of the torso. And it's okay if you've got excess glue coming out. You actually want that because that helps secure it in place. I added some elastic bands just to keep it there until it was nice and dry. And this is what the top looks like. Don't mind that hot glue that you see there. Again, I tried to use some hot glue and I don't recommend it. And now we're going to add the head and hat. So you just add it on top of the torso, make sure that it's level, and you add a generous amount of glue all the way around. Then adding the hands to the arms. I just got some beads, added some glue, and I attached it to the bottom of the arm. And to make sure that it's nice and secure, I just added some tape until it was all dry. So this is what it looks like when it's drying, and this is what it looks like when it's completely done. So here you have a blank canvas. You can leave it as is, or you can then paint it or decorate it any way that you want. As you can see, the glue dried nicely. I didn't attach the feet yet. I wanted to paint the base before I attached the feet with some glue. These nutcrackers are fantastic to decorate into different themes, such as Valentine's Day, as you can see here. To watch a step-by-step video on how I made the hair, face, ice cream, and beard, you can watch that tutorial on Crafty Canadian Gal. I hope you like what you see. Thank you for watching Crafty Canadian Gal.